some trailers that I would like to check out before I call it quits for today. And the first one out of the group that I picked is for a movie from way back when. This film actually came up when we had our 1995 live stream discussion. I'd never heard of this movie before. It's called Strange Days. It has Ralph Fiennes and Angela Bassett, and I can't remember who else. But Simon had recommended it, and I'm a little interested because it sounds kind of cool to me. So I'm going to watch the trailer. Like I said, I have never heard of this movie before, I am pretty sure. Now watch me watch the trailer, and then maybe a memory will spark that I have seen it in passing or seen bits and pieces of it. I don't know. We'll see. But I've kind of got this movie on my to-watch list. Let's see how the trailer makes me feel.
Have you ever jacked in? Have you ever wire tripped?
You ready? No.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's about memories.
This is not like TV, only better.
Oh, Juliette Lewis.
Life.
Okay.
It's a piece of somebody's life. It's about the stuff that you can't have, right? The forbidden fruit, straight from the cerebral cortex. I mean, you're there, you're doing it, you're feeling it.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit? What was that movie? Oh, that movie, Brain something. With Natalie Wood, her last movie, Natalie Wood, Christopher Walken. That kind of this premise reminds me of that a little bit, but I've only seen that other movie once, so I might be not accurately remembering what it was really about.
Are you beginning to see the possibilities here? I am your main connection to the switchboard of souls. I'm the magic man.
If it's got something to do with the wire, sooner or later it washes up on your beach.
Fan mail from some flounder?
It's the dark end of the street. How do you like it now?
He records it all. Everything.
And gives it to you.
Why me?
There's more to this whole thing than you think.
Give us the tape right now!
You don't know how high up the food chain this thing goes.
Do you know what this tape could do if it got out? I see the world opening up and swallowing us all.
This is conspiracy paranoia.
The issue isn't whether you're paranoid, Lenny. The issue is whether you're paranoid enough.
Oh, that guy.
No more games. Whatever's going on, you have to get out of here now. Get him out.
This tape is a lightning bolt from God. It can change things that need changing before we all go off the end of the road.
It'll be an all-out war, and you know it.
No! Well, maybe it's time for a war.
Come on, man, cheer up. We're all gonna end in 10 minutes anyway.
I know what that's obviously. Okay, I remember at the end when 1999 was coming to an end, people were freaking out thinking that Y2K was going to be this huge issue. Computers were not going to know what to do when the clock, flipped over to the next year. They thought that planes were going to be falling out of the sky and the electrical grid was going to go down, that sort of thing. And I'm assuming that that's what this is tapping into. Obviously, this movie, well, I don't know. I'm not sure because this movie came out in 1995 and I don't remember the talk of Y2K being a thing until as we got we got into 1999, but I might be wrong. Maybe it really was kind of being talked about several years before. It's very possible. Maybe I just forgot the time frame of that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Kathryn Bigelow directed it. I was going to mention, it's funny that Juliette Lewis was in here. I'd forgotten she was in here. I think I knew that at the time we were talking about it because I had looked it up. But I just watched a Juliette Lewis movie tonight. Arturo watched From Dusk Till Dawn in preparation for the upcoming 1996 movie discussion live stream thing. And Juliette Lewis was in that. I remember she was around a lot in the 90s. And I remember she was in Catch and Release in the 2000s. I don't know how active she is anymore, but I remember she seemed to be everywhere in the 90s. And no, as I was watching this, there was no memory being kindled at all. So this just slipped right under the radar for me. I was watching Angela Bassett, and the reason I kept smiling is because, and I was aware I was doing it, was just so natural because she's quite a bit younger here, right? And obviously because it's 1995, so it's almost 30 years. And she's like the way she looks in here. I just imagined her with pure white silver hair playing Storm, because I always wanted her to be picked for the role of Storm when there was talk of the X-Men movie coming out. And I remember being super bummed that she wasn't in the role. And I don't know if it was offered to her. I've brought this up before in some other videos. I don't know if it was offered to her or if it just never was, or if she couldn't do it, or if she didn't want to do it. I don't know, but I really wish that she had. And watching this makes me wish it even more, because so I'm thinking back in my memory of Angela Bassett movies, different things I've seen her in. And I don't really, unless I'm just brain farting completely, I don't have a memory of her being in something super actiony, right? Well, she was in Black Panther, but she wasn't in an actiony role. But in this movie, it looks pretty actiony, right? So watching her in this role makes me just, oh, she would have been the perfect Storm because she looked like Storm. Storm had those very prominent, strong facial features that Angela Bassett has. And from the moment I saw her, actually, and I don't remember when the first time I ever saw her, but from the moment I saw her, I always thought that she reminded me of Storm and how awesome it would be if she could play her. And then, of course, the movie came, the movie was going to come out, and I was like, oh, she would be perfect. I hope they pick her. And then they didn't. I will always be bummed by that, because Halle Berry was okay, but I don't know. She just didn't really fully capture Storm for me. Now, Storm was my favorite X-Men when I was into comics. I always gravitated toward her the most. I know there were all the other, Wolverine, super popular, Cyclops, Jean Grey, but it was always Storm for me. I just thought she was so cool, and her outfit was awesome, and she was just amazing. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Storm movie if they could do it right. That would be fun. Okay, well, that has nothing to do with this trailer at all, but I am intrigued by this movie, and I will definitely be checking this one out, and curious to find out if I enjoy it as much as I think that maybe I will. It looks like it's fairly dark, almost noirish maybe, but maybe not quite as noirish as other noirish films. But yeah, okay. All right, well, I don't have anything else for this one, so I'm going to move on to the next one on the list. Bye, y'all.